Sigma has just released the newest addition to their sports line of lenses, the 200mm f2 DG-OS lens, in an attempt to bring sports and portraits together as one. And not only is this lens super quick to autofocus for all of your action-packed athletic events, it's also bokeh filled to give you beautiful portraits as well. So let's head over to the pickleball court where me and my coworkers tested it out. All right, so we are here in Brooklyn testing the new Sigma 200mm f2 DG-OS sports lens with a friendly game of pickleball with Joe versus Matt. We're gonna be doing some action shots, some portraits, maybe some sportraits. So let's go see what we can get. So Matt, I think I'm gonna have you start here, like against the net. Nice, I like that. Can you look past me this way? Nice. Like a 1 foot up kind of situation, and then maybe you could have like hit. 3, 2, 1, go. The medium, like continuous shooting is like, bah! So we've been shooting with this lens for a little bit now, and I know that 200mm is definitely a bit close for portraits than you would usually gravitate towards, but it is really giving this great compression. The background of the city is just totally bokeh'd out, and the f2 aperture is just giving this nice, really shallow depth of field, but he is still tack sharp. I love these too. These are really nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
I felt ridiculous doing them, but they
No, I know. It feels weird when you're like posing like that, but it actually looks really good. So this lens is a part of Sigma's sports line, which means that it's equipped with all of the functionality essentials that you would be expecting with that line. You've got crazy fast HLA-driven autofocusing, which was able to snap on both Matt and Joe as they've been running across the court on this hot summer day, and it was just tack sharp on them every single time, able to snap right to their eye and just track them across the court. You're also getting all of the button customization options that you would need. You've got your focus limiter switch, you've got customizable buttons for things like autofocusing speed, shooting ranges, etc. You've also got 6.5 stops of image stabilization in the camera, which we'll talk a little bit more with our video section, but it really is jam-packed with lots of options for sports or portraits, or your portraits. So as I mentioned, this lens is a part of Sigma's sports line of lenses, which means that it gives you all of the bells and whistles that we talked about. It was powerful for both photo and video shooting here with edge-to-edge sharpness and smooth video even when going handheld. This lens offers 2 optical stabilization modes that I briefly mentioned, both OS1 and OS2. The main difference between these is that 1 is more suitable for your general shooting, where 2 is tailored specifically for panning shots. And after reflecting upon the shoot, this lens really has the unique ability to play both fields with high-performance sports shooting and impressive portraits with exceptional compression and bokeh. This way we can quickly switch gears without stopping to change lenses, which could also make it a great addition to a wedding kit. Unfortunately, my coworkers are just married to the game. The wide aperture is not only ideal for portraits, it also makes it a powerful indoor-specific sports lens when you're fighting against low light conditions in order to access the high shutter speeds that you need. We were able to test that with some indoor rock climbing for some action shots as well as portraits. All right, so we're here at the vital West Harlem location. We've got Scott here doing some rock climbing for us. And hopefully he can stay on the wall long enough to get some cool action shots. So let's go see what we can get. Now, climbing isn't as fast-paced as pickleball, but when shooting in an indoor facility, it's really a toss-up on what the lighting is going to be like. Here we had a mixed bag, partially artificial and partially natural light. So we were able to utilize that f2 aperture here and give us some beautiful bokeh portraits as well as the action shots. Okay, so now let's talk about the lens build here. First of all, it's coming in at around 4 pounds, but we didn't really have any issues going handheld here, or you could always utilize the newly designed tripod socket that I mentioned to easily carry it around or pop it on a monopod or a tripod. And although we were inside for a majority of it, it's also splash and dust resistant and has a water and oil repellent coating. Inside the glass, the lens contains 19 elements in 14 groups with 2 FLD and SLD elements and 11 aperture blades, all of which contributes to the beautiful optical quality that you can expect from a Sigma lens. And after running around with it for the last couple weeks, I just loved the images that it was able to produce. Now with indoor sports, you don't have a ton of flexibility in terms of the physical space, so I don't think that this would be the only lens that I pack for indoor sports. However, I do think that it would be a great addition to your kit if you consistently find yourself shooting in awful low light gymnasiums where that larger aperture is essential. But what do you think of the Sigma 200mm f2 DG-OS lens? Let us know what shoot you would take it on in the comments below. I'm Sam with B&H, and I'll see you next time.
Introducing the new Paybu credit card. You can save the tax, or choose special financing for your purchases made on your Paybu credit card. It's easy. The new Paybu card, same funny name, your choice of exclusive benefits. Apply today.